So, the lighting in the background may not be that good for my second video and that kind of stuff, but this one is more of just what I think of. I'll be having more cuts and that kind of stuff, and it's mostly just going to be talk positive on shows that I like and will recommend. One of the shows I highly recommend is Daredevil, the greatest Marvel Netflix show. Punisher and Luke Cage are both up there. Haven't watched Jessica Jones. Maybe it's as good as Daredevil, but I find it unlikely because Daredevil is just that good. It has very good performances. Not good, great. Fucking amazing performances. The stuff that holds the show together are the main two actors, the guy who play Foggy and Matt, and Vincent D'Onofrio's performance of Wilson Fisk. He fucking sells it. And if you're not that interested in them, don't worry, there are other characters that also worthwhile to shit. The worst character in the show is Electra Nachos for season 2. That's my personal opinion of it, but yeah. There's a lot of stuff to enjoy, the cinematography, the fight choreography, just the dialogue. And yeah. Start with Daredevil if you're going to start watching the Marvel shows. Because you watch Daredevil, you can watch Punisher, because then you have context. And with Daredevil and that kind of stuff, you get the best of the bunch before getting the not as good stuff. And now I'm continuing with Netflix because they may make some piece of shit shows and movies fucking 13 Reasons Why, Stranger Things season 2, and most of the just summer romantic movies. Most of them are bad, but they do get a diamond in the rough. One of them being fucking BoJack Horseman, the greatest animated show I've seen in a long time. There are very few shows that have completely invested me in its characters and storyline as quickly as BoJack, and they did it so seamlessly. They knew they were doing. The voice actors they made it sound so believable and it being realistic conversation, and they felt three-dimensional. If you were to take any of these characters outside of the show, they would be a real person. They're not fucking cardboard cutouts, and I really appreciate that. And just it's 5 seasons of good television, all around 20 minutes. And another show I'm gonna be giving praise to. This one, purely for how it fucking works. The anthology series to top all other anthology series, Black Mirror. Holy fuck, where do I start? It had a pretty fine beginning season, starting off with a very, very interesting concept all in all. Very little to do with high tech and that kind of shit. It's just, this girl is kidnapped. I will release her if you fuck this pig in front of the country. And just, how do I get out of the situation without fucking a pig? It was pretty good. Then, I don't remember what it was called, 5 Million Merits, something like that. But where everyone's stuck in this society where you go down bike, get points for food and television and that kind of stuff, and you're ultimately stuck in this one cycle of just never progressing, just doing the same shit over and over again. Until a guy hears a girl start singing in a toilet and he gives them 5 million merits, like, so she can compete in this contest. But then the third episode of the first season is this one's very, very fucky because this one would never work IRL either. Where you have essentially a contact lens put into your eye that records everything you see, and you can put it up on screens and that kind of shit. So other people can see what you've done, but if you show the wrong thing, it can fuck up everything. And if you don't have them in, you can't go on airplanes, or you can't get certain job meetings and that kind of shit. Which, that kind of fucking sucks. And I think I've been talking way too long for Black Mirror compared to all the other shows. Like, just before I start getting onto the next show, Black Mirror ranking Season 3, Season 2, Season 1, Season 4. I haven't seen Season 5, so I don't know where to put it in. I'll just say Bandersnatch. It's between Season 3 and Season 2. It's going to be a really obvious fucking choice. But Vince Gilligan's masterpiece. The only show that's had, consistently good seasons throughout its entire run. Even its weakest season, I'd rather watch over most of the other shit that's on TV. Breaking Bad. The greatest anti-hero on TV. People say Dexter, but he kind of went to shit. He kind of went to shit in the last 2 seasons. While Walter stayed consistent with his character and had some of the greatest episodes of TV. For example, Face Off, where there's a guy he's been working for is trying to close up all the loose ends that he has, while Walter is trying to kill him. And it's very, very worthwhile show, and everyone's performance in the show is great. There's barely any bad acting, and if there is any bad acting, it's so menial that it's not noticeable. I don't know. This is maybe the 5th or 6th recommendation for a show, but Stranger Things Season 1. It's nowhere near the greatest thing I've seen on TV, but it's not trying to be. It's just a show with well-written characters, in a fine setting, just trying to do what they can, seeing their lives and how they get mysteriously fucked with by this girl. This girl that no one knows anything about and has unusual powers, but only watch Season 1. Season 2 gets kind of up its ass, but it's very, very coincidental in Season 2, and there are maybe 1 or 2 worthwhile additions to the show. Bob is a good character in that sense, and there's maybe some other guy. So this is post-recording and that kind of stuff. I previously realized that most of the shows I talked about had consistently good seasons for other stuff, so I'm just gonna add this here in between Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Almost every show on this, not list, just recommendations, is consistently good. Keep that in mind. And yeah, not everything is perfect in this. It was rough. I think I'm just gonna stand up because this is getting a little uncomfortable for me to do, but fuck. I'm just trying to think of shows from the top of my head that I really, really like. Fuck, I forgot about one. When I was talking about Breaking Bad and shit, I forgot to mention the spin-off for a really, really good side character inside the show that kind of deserves his own spin-off, and it's had a lot of good seasons. All in all, look, it's worth watching. Better Call Saul. Recommend it. Gus Fring comes into the third season, and he's one of the best parts of the show. Nacho's a good side character added, and Hector. Good stuff. This is getting really hard to think of shit. I could go for anime, but this is gonna be purely like acted shows. There's gonna be some editing cuts, but I'm not gonna be able to put the shows on screen. Like, if someone were to see this and maybe edit it in, like, how's like the show I'm talking about, Mr. Robot. Fuck. Oh, I forgot. Mr. Robot. Good shit. Like, it came out in 2015. The last season's gonna be coming out in like a couple months or so, like season 4, and it hopefully ends on a high note. But good characters. Like, if you want to know about the show, I'm not the guy to go for. Go to a guy called Ralph the Movie Maker. He made a specific video addressing the characters, cinematography, and each season individually, its highs and its lows. And I think the last one of mention that I'll give for TV show recommendations is the one that's really fucking popular and kind of got mundane for season 3. It's Rick and fucking Morty. Like, season 1 was great. It had some shit episodes in between. Season 2, great as well. Had some shit episodes in between. Season 3 had 2 to 4 good episodes throughout the season. Had 6 that were mediocre or on the level nearly bad. But I recommend the show in its entirety because it's an easy binge. The characters are well voice acted. Fuck Jerry, because always fuck Jerry. And season 3 has the best episode of Rick and Morty ever made. The Rick Lantis mix-up, and I think this is where I end it. Like, I'm not gonna be having an outro because I don't know how to edit. I don't have an editing software to work with. So I could do other stuff, but this is me babbling on. Huzzah.